In the year 168 BC, the Roman Republic stood at a crossroads. Its greatest rival in the east, the Macedonian kingdom, had risen once again. King Perseus, a brilliant and wealthy ruler, had assembled a powerful army. He had built alliances across Greece. He was, in the eyes of Rome's senators, a threat that demanded a final, bloody solution. The order was given: raise the legions and march to war. The stage was set for a cataclysm. But the man chosen to lead, Consul Lucius Aemilius Paullus, did not rush to the battlefield. He paused. He understood what Rome did not. The true enemy was not the Macedonian phalanx. It was the idea of Macedonia. And an idea cannot be killed with a sword. It can only be replaced by a better one. Paullus arrived in Greece not with fury, but with silence. While King Perseus drilled his army, Paullus drilled his. While Perseus fortified mountain passes, Paullus studied them. And while Perseus spent his treasury on mercenaries, Paullus began a different kind of spending. He opened his camp to the Greek city-states. He showed them the discipline of the legions, not as a threat, but as a spectacle of order. He met with their leaders, not to demand loyalty, but to listen to their grievances against Perseus. He presented Rome not as a conqueror, but as a liberator, a guarantor of stability. A better idea. The first battle was not fought with swords, but with perception, and Paullus was winning. Finally, the two armies met near the town of Pydna. Perseus's phalanx was a terrifying sight, a wall of spears, a machine that had dominated battlefields for centuries. The Roman soldiers, seeing this unstoppable force advance, felt a wave of fear. But Paullus had not wasted his time of silence. He had noticed a weakness. The phalanx was invincible on flat, open ground. But on broken, uneven terrain, it fractured. It lost its cohesion. He gave a simple order. He commanded his legions to retreat, not in panic, but in a controlled withdrawal towards the rocky foothills. The Macedonians, smelling victory, surged forward. Their perfect formation began to break apart as they chased the Romans over the rough ground. And then, Paullus gave the signal. The Roman legions, now fighting on their chosen terrain, turned. They did not meet the phalanx head-on. They did the unexpected. They infiltrated the gaps. Small groups of legionaries, armed with short swords, ducked under the long, unwieldy spears and got inside the phalanx's reach. It was not a battle anymore. It was a slaughter. The mighty Macedonian war machine, built over a generation, was dismantled in an hour. King Perseus fled, only to be captured later. The war was over. But here is the masterstroke, the lesson that echoes through millennia. The true victory at Pydna was not the battle. After his triumph, Paullus was given a terrible command by the Roman Senate: the complete destruction of the kingdom of Macedonia. To make an example of it, to burn, loot, and enslave until nothing remained. Paullus refused. Instead, he did something far more ruthless. He did not destroy the kingdom. He dismantled it. He divided it into 4 separate, independent republics. He gave them their own governments, their own laws. He made them free. And in doing so, he made them rivals. He turned their energy inward, toward petty squabbles and border disputes. He made the very idea of a unified Macedonia impossible. He gave them the illusion of freedom, while ensuring they would never again threaten Rome. He won the peace by ensuring there could never be another war. The Battle of Pydna is a footnote in history, but the strategy of Lucius Aemilius Paullus is a timeless lesson. He proved that the ultimate weapon is not a sharper sword, but a sharper mind. That the highest form of strategy is to shape the world so that your enemy's strength becomes their weakness, and your victory becomes inevitable long before the first sword is ever drawn. The greatest war is the one you convince your enemy they have already lost.